The following audio is via a Skype call.
Join the new Earth on the Kornelia Stephanie Show. Everything is energy, vibration, and frequency. Are you ready to shift your reality now and move into the abundance of your spirit? Call 1-800-930-2819 as Kornelia takes callers and guides people on the path of self-healing, peace, and liberation, releasing everything not in harmony with their divine truth. The Kornelia Stephanie Show, your catalyst for empowerment in the new earth.
Yeah, I'm Dr. Pat. I get to be part of this journey with Kornelia Stephanie. Why? Because we were just talking about this kind of before we even came on. So we've got the energy and the vibe right now of what it means to bring a powerful voice, bring women together, and not be shy about saying the word, the Millionaire Imprint for Women. Say those words, everybody. The Millionaire Imprint for Women. The Millionaire Imprint for Women. Any of you out there that cannot get the M word out of your mouth right now, by the end of this show, Kornelia, Samantha, Susan, Momo, at the end of the show, you're going to hear from people that have that word just melodiously, the Millionaire Imprint. Kornelia.
Yeah. Exactly. The Millionaire Imprint. It's called the Millionaire Imprint because we're changing our collective story around how we feel about money.
Yeah.
And that is not just one show. That is a collective story that is bringing up all kinds of good stuff for everybody to look at, how they feel about money, what their collective story is, what their ancestral story is, what their energy is around money, so that we can shift it and change it and move into the integrity of our spirit. And the integrity of our spirit is wealthy beyond measure.
Yeah.
You get to define, and you get to define it according to your own terms. But the reason why I named it the Millionaire Imprint is because my authentic path and where I'm going next, and I'm sharing my authentic path as I go, and that is Millionaire Me Too. The movement of the Me Too movement that we can also easily relate to: sexual abuse, Me Too, coming from a dysfunctional family, Me Too, running out of money, not having enough money, Me Too. We can all identify our stories. That's why I'm saying the collective story. And I want to shed light on there is nothing bad or wrong by saying, in my new world, I'm a millionaire, me too. That's where I'm going, because I want to live the way I want to live, and I want to give the way I want to give. And so I gathered an amazing team of women that I'm going to introduce you to today here on the show. But also, Pat, we've already launched the Millionaire Imprint, which plays every Friday from 1 to 2, right after the Kornelia Stephanie Show, Living Heaven on Earth. So for the next 12 weeks on the Millionaire Imprint with Samantha Brown, with Susan Glavin, with Momo Yasutake, we are here to assist the collective woman to shift her story and create a new financial empowerment flow and movement so that we can stand in our integrity and radiate wealth from the inside out. And these amazing women that I've got here, they have been to the trenches. They know exactly. They have processes, they have tools, they have so many gifts and so much wisdom to share that I wanted to launch this with them. I got this download, it was back in February to launch the program then, but I kept getting rejected when I was inviting people to go with me. So here I am, in the fall now, launching it out, and I've got this amazing team of women, and we are powerful because, again, we do for ourselves, we do for all, right?
Oh, yeah.
My number one thing is what is it that I want for all people is I want for people to feel their value. to feel their value and to know that whatever you were born into, whatever trajectory and family lineage that you were born into, of not having enough money or running out or whatever the story is, that you get to change that story today. But that's gonna require some listening, some looking, and some a willingness to tell a new story and to get really, really radically honest.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, a part of this too, Kornelia, is that we're talking about inspiring creatively wild women to rise. Just look, spiritual and material abundance. Spiritual and material abundance. So anybody out there having a hot flash, just join me in this. Spiritual and material abundance. You know, here's what I want to ask you about. I was really struck last night. I love to watch the Emmys, and some of my favorite, actors, these women are amazing. And I'm watching them, and I'm watching networks like Netflix. I'm just going to say, I have no affiliation with Netflix. I just need to say it though. Mm-hmm. Netflix has created entire original starring women. And so over here, we got the Netflix going on over here. And then the bottom line to all of that is you're having these women rise up and not be silenced and saying, yes, I know how to thank whatever the God of my understanding is. If you're Thaddeus Newton, she's like, yeah, I don't believe in God, but whoever she is, thank you. Mm-hmm. And so we have a new voice in this. Let's talk about this idea of how we develop tools, or how you develop tools, so that people can shift their lives spiritually, monetarily, materially, and you know what? Contributively.
Yes. So the tools, first of all, I'm going to give everyone that wants a free ebook right now on how to change their relationship with money. They can email me at radio@KorneliaStephanie.com, and everyone can have that ebook for free. And that's really to take a look at how you feel about money, what your beliefs are around money, and where you want to go, really, because you get to define it according to your own terms. That's one thing. The other thing is put the Kornelia Stephanie Show Fridays from 1 to 2 on your calendar and sign on, because these amazing women that are going to come on every week, I'm teaching, then there's Samantha, there's Susan, and there's Momo. We're all bringing tools and processes on how to assist you to live your abundance from the inside out and to change your relationship with money. That's another way. And another way is that I just now, for the Millionaire Imprint, created a women's transformation circle for 1 year, and it's $396, and you're going to work with me twice a month on manifesting exactly what it is that you want. It's going to be on Zoom call, and it's $33 a month or $396 a month. Because most women are wishy-washy. I hate to say it that way, but they don't own their full power. They don't own their full worth. They allow doubt and other things to creep in, and they send mixed messages to the universe. So I assist people in manifesting their dream life and what it is that they're here to experience and live. And honestly, Pat, right now, we are creating the new world. We're building the new world on the foundations that we have, that we are creating. Yeah. And so that's the reason why I say spiritual first, and now the material is all in integrity with us being wealthy from the inside out, so that we can live how we want to live, that we can support grassroots projects that we're passionate about, and that we can, we're here to do things on the earth, and it requires money. And to have a healthy, wealthy relationship with money is an important piece, especially if you're an entrepreneur or a philanthropist like myself. So I just wanted to say, go to my website at KorneliaStephanie.com. There's a box on the front page that says Wealthy Roots. All women, sign up for that. It's going to begin in 2 weeks from now, not this Friday, but the following Friday. Sign up for $33 a month, and you're going to be able to work with me one-on-one, manifesting what it is that you want to change your relationship with money. So,
I don't know if your ears were ringing, but Jessica and I were on a call because we're getting ready to launch our crowdfunding initiative. So we're out there looking and talking and interviewing strategists to take a look at what we're saying, how we're saying it, and what we're doing. And so we had a call what supposedly the number one, I don't know, marketing firm. 5 minutes into the call with this guy, and Jessica's sitting here, and we're telling him our dream and our vision and where we are. And somewhere out of his mouth comes something like, well, you're never going to raise that. I mean, I don't know. Why do you think you're going to raise $1 million? And I said to him, are you kidding me? I said, in the universe that we live in now, I said, do the math on $1 million. Actually do the math. And I found myself having a voice around this that most of us as women don't develop. We don't develop a voice to say, well, wait a minute, how dare you deflate my dream?
Exactly. And you know what, Pat, there's a couple things I want to say. When I first launched the Millionaire Imprint, where did I go? I went to the masculine energy and said, will you support me in launching the Millionaire Imprint? It was not called for women. And I kept getting rejected. So then I ended up going to these women that I'm going to introduce you to today, because they all had to make a financial investment in order to be on this show with me. And so stuff came up for us that we were able to clear for the collective, right? So because, again, having that voice, but do you know that in order to $1 million, in order to earn $1 million in a year, do you know that in order to, it's $833,333.33 per month is what you need to earn in order to come up with $1 million in a year. Because we know there's many ways to make $1 million. You can save, you can invest, which also after this series with these women is over, I'm going to bring on the next series of women, and those women are going to come in and they're going to teach us how to invest. They're going to teach us how to save. They're going to teach us how to make budgets. They're going to teach us on how to do all of that. But first, we had to get with these incredible, amazing women that are teaching us exactly their wisdom, their juice, and their inner millionaire, their inner radiance. And that's the tools that I'm offering.
Yeah.
So, Pat, would you take it and introduce the next woman to the show?
Yeah, let's take a short break here. And when we come back, we're going to give everybody an overview with who they are. When we come back, we are absolutely going to introduce Samantha Brown, and we're going to talk about what that means. But for all of you out there, amazing women on this show are talking to you. They're talking to you because the question that I was told by one of my mentors a long time ago, are you playing to win, Pat? Or are you playing not to lose? We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back.
Are you done being afraid to jump into the life that's waiting for you? Are you ready for a real shift? I invite you to tune in every Tuesday with me, Tracy L., on the Tracy L. Clark Show, where we will teach you how to live your extraordinary life. At 8 a.m. Pacific on Transformation Talk Radio, where I will provide the tools and the steps needed to help you transcend perceived limitations and move forward with an extraordinary life. For more information, visit me at tracylclark.com.
Conscious Confidence Radio, a timeless wisdom with Sarah Main. Tune in each month on Transformation Talk Radio and join Sarah on an adventurous journey to the deeper level of meaning to move beyond today's world of constant change, confusion, and uncertainty beyond the shadow of fear. This hit show explores key concepts such as confidence, values, and attitude in a dynamic way. To learn more about Sarah and her work, visit sarahmain.com.
If you've ever had a broken heart, you know how painful that can be and how long it can sometimes take to heal it. I'm Megan Edge, author of The Heart's Journey, Healing Hearts, Oracle Cards, and Guidebook, published with Balboa Press and Hay House. In The Heart's Journey, I share with you my own heartbreak and how I healed it through the beautiful hearts that found me in nature. From taking photographs of these hearts for myself, I've created this beautiful toolkit, which includes the guidebook, which has my story, how to work with oracle cards as a healing tool, and the story of each of these hearts as they cross my path. I've also created a beautiful journal. There's a pen, a bookmark, and of course, the 42 Healing Hearts Oracle cards. You can order the Heart's Journey, Healing Hearts Oracle cards and guidebook through my website, meganedge.ca, through Balboa Press, Amazon, and many other places online or your local shops. I look forward to hearing about your heart's healing.
Calling all ladies. Are you struggling with neck, back, shoulder pain, or postural issues? You actually might have a related bra problem. Talk to Maria Monti at the Healthy Bra Company. She's a professional postural therapist who offers custom-fitted, custom-altered bras in 2,500 size combinations specific to your body type, shape, size, anatomical features, and breast weight. Call Maria today to find out more at 360-815-3205.
The Empty Toolbox. Fire it up, fill it up, and flow it up with Meg Thompson. Tune in the first Wednesday every month, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern on TransformationTalkRadio.com. Tune in to engage in the 3 essential F's of an overflowing toolbox. If you are looking for strategies that work and how to implement them, the Empty Toolbox is for you. For more information or to listen to this show, visit megthompson.com.
What is holding you back from living the life you are meant to live? Why is it vital to believe in something bigger than yourself? Are you in physical or emotional pain? Tune in monthly to Vibrant Purposeful Living. Awaken the vibrant life within you with Lou Paradise and Dr. Pat on TransformationTalkRadio.com. Lou's passion is to help everyone experience positive solutions for life. Find out more about Lou with Vibrant Purposeful Living at LouParadise.com.
I'm telling you, Benny is in his groove today. Got it going on.
Not that hard to find a song related to million or millionaire. There's billionaire, but that's up there. We'll get there someday. We'll get there.
Money by Pink Floyd.
That's another good one.
Yeah, I love that Pink Floyd. Welcome back, everyone. Today's show, I'm so thrilled here with Kornelia Stephanie. It's been like an honor. It's been amazing to work with her. And because what you're hearing her speak about, and also the other women joining us here today, is not just about chit chat or something from some academic journal that these women have read about. This is living life. This is them talking to all of you to say, yep, the Millionaire Imprint for women is real, alive, and it's for everyone. And so today, I want to introduce everybody to Samantha Brown because we're going to be talking about the new paradigm in consciousness around cha-ching, the bling, money, all of the above. Samantha.
Right. So to me, it's the new understanding of what money is. And when we start to see that money is energy, it is a vibration, and that because it's soft and moldable, we can all change our perspective around how we feel about money and how we use money in the world. There's so much seriousness around it and so much rigidness around it. And it seems like a scary topic for a lot of people. But as a collective, when many of us start to choose to think about money in a different way, feel about money in a different way, talk about it in a different way, we get to change the entire collective energy around what money is.
Yeah. So don't ignore my notes. You know what I'm trying to make sure is we get everybody in here, because if we have a paradigm, let's just say around money, then chances are we have a very limited idea about what money is. Why? Because maybe it's our life, maybe it's our history, but what you're bringing to the table and what you're talking about is taking a look at this and now look at consciousness and money, right?
Right.
And so let's talk about that one thing that would change the way everybody sees the world, but also, why can't we have our cake and eat it too, Samantha?
Yeah. And I think that's what I want to say is that we can have our cake and eat it too. And that actually we can all have access to as much money as we want the moment we change how we feel about it, because emotions are energy in motion. And if we're hating on money, repelling it on some level, we're pushing it out of our lives and we're seeing it as separate from us. We're saying that money is not a part of me, which is saying, for the spiritual community, if we're all one, that means money is a part of us. That means our bank account is created inside of us and it's not something outside or external, which again has to do with how much wholeness can we cultivate within our field, within our body. So I'm saying if you have a single dollar, if you have a single quarter, you can tune into the entire collective energy field around money just by tuning into that quarter. It's like when you have a crystal, you have a small piece of crystal, but it's actually accessing the mother crystal, like wherever it came from. And so that's how powerful it is when we start to tune in to money in that way. So one of the exercises that as a collective that we could do to start to shift this consciousness around money is just bring out our credit cards in the morning, put all the cash that we have in front of us, have our bank accounts in front of us, and just, do whatever energy practice you have. You have Reiki, send it Reiki. You have love, you send it love. You talk to the energy field, let it know that it's loved, bring it back home. It is something that wants to come back to completion and oneness, just like everything else on the planet right now as we're ascending. And so I'm just really passionate about money, and spirit keeps guiding me back to money because it's weaved into every decision, every culture. So I want it to become, so I would love for everyone to start to see money as love that's shared between people, between cultures, and between nations.
I love that we're talking about this. So listen, okay. So the other day, and you all heard me talk about I play table tennis. The other day, I'm walking out of the table tennis place, and I look down at the floor. I am a penny magnet, right? So I go down and I'm picking up the penny, and the guy behind me, of course, I didn't put my directional on. He nearly knocks me over. He says, "What are you doing?" I says, "I'm picking up the penny." He says, "You're kidding me. You're picking up the penny." He says, "Why would you pick up a penny? Why is it that important to you?" And I had a moment, Samantha, around what you're saying. And I turned around to him and I said very simply, I have collected enough pennies in my lifetime that I was able to afford a brand new Nissan 300 CX.
Wow.
Full month around Florida, a month around Florida, trips across the United States. And by the way, this table tennis racket you said that I have that is the most expensive racket on the planet? That too. And I had that moment where I stopped and I almost was going to defend myself. But I must have heard you, because all of you today, because I prepared for the show. See, isn't that part of it too? We cannot be ashamed of wanting to have money.
Yeah, we can't be ashamed of wanting to have anything, really. That is the big thing that we, by saying that we can't have what we want, we're forced to play small. And cosmic source energy does not want any of us to play small. And a lot of things would be in the right order if we were all going towards our true desires. Really, it's when we're going towards desires that are not authentic for us, that's really what's making all this chaos happen. Is like, maybe we're having TV that imprints an image of like, oh, I want that. But actually we don't feel that we really, really want that. We're just told that we want that. So there's a lot of different dynamics around money energy, and it has to do with your operating system. And like, are you expressing your spirit on the planet? Because my beliefs are that when you are completely expressing your soul expression, money just comes pouring in and supports you. So
I want to ask you this question. I want to know, what kinds of challenges, Samantha, did you have to overcome to get to be you right here, to get to be looking at this straight in the face and say, you know what? I have a new message now out in the world for women, and this is what it is. And it's not only a new paradigm, but it's a new paradigm with bling.
Yeah, I have gone through so a lot. I lived in Shanghai, China for 6 years, and I studied acupuncture and Chinese medicine there. And I had almost no money at all. Being a student, my mom thought giving me $500 a month would be ample when the city almost cost as much as Tokyo. So it was very not realistic. And I was very shy. So it was really hard for me to even like get a job or ask for money, because I just had so many beliefs around being paid. And when I first did healing, I did like everything for free, and then I was like, well, maybe a donation, and for a long time I did a donation and people started paying me like $200 for a session. At the time I was like, whoa, like, okay, well, maybe, you know, and then I just started to increase asking for it. And while I was in Shanghai, I got up to that 125 to 200 per session. And then when I came back to Vancouver, Washington, close to Portland, Oregon, all my baby programs around money all came back. And I went back down to $20 a session. And I had to work through it again because it was like everyone else's old projections of like how I didn't believe in myself and all these things. Like I had acne all over my face, my chest, my back when I was younger because I had all this negative self-talk. I just like, I didn't understand, you know, I'd always known that I wanted to connect with spirit, but it just like wasn't, sorry, I have a kitten and it's scratching at my.
Kittens love this show, by the way. They hear the energy of this and forget it. Just let's let your kitten have fun.
But yeah, and so there are so many childhood programs that contribute to money and your value system. And, you know, and one of the things is like mixed messages from your parents, because even though I saw that it seemed like we had a lot of money, anytime I asked for something, my mom would say, we don't have money for that. Over and over again.
Right on it. You know, that's that movie where the music coach says something like, you know what the 2 worst words are that we could tell people? Good job. I said, no. Those are not it. I said the 3 devastating words for women that women are taught is, ready? I can't afford it. Oh, 4 words. Okay, so get rid of the I. Can't afford it. That consciousness there. Isn't that part of the paradigm?
Yes.
Move.
And, you know, just recently, so I'm selling my yoga studio, and just recently I've had to go through this again because in my mind, I meditate and I'm like, this is the number that I want, you know? And then I talk to someone, you know, like my manager or whoever, and then suddenly they're not on the same page as me. And then I'm like, oh yeah, maybe we can't even sell it, you know?
That's the way I left the call the other day. Jessica and I were like, oh, we got to hang up on this call.
Yeah, it was crazy because, and then luckily Kornelia brought me back. She's like, hold strong to your intention. You told us this last week. We need to stay on that. And then I put it up last night and someone called me this morning. They're going to meet me at 1:30 p.m. That's it. That's how fast the universe works when your energy is lined. So one of my taglines is less hustle, more conscious co-creation, because I know a lot of entrepreneurs and business women out there are like, they might be on 100 calls in a week. And I didn't even know that happened, you know, because I almost don't have to market. I'm just radiating and people just come find me, you know? And so I want to teach people how to align with their spirit so that they don't have to do that big hustle, that they can just literally say, this is what my value is. This is what I'm worth. These are my dream clients. I want to call these people in. And instead of like masculinely trying to grasp on, it's more like they're in their feminine, they're doing their thing, and they attract it into their life instead.
I love that. My uncle would say, bada bing, bada bam. Thank you. How can people find out more about you?
So my website is samanthablossom.com. And in a couple weeks, I'll have the Money Mirror. It'll be available. It's a very new site, so I'm still working on things. And soon the money codes will be available, and you can clear out all the old beliefs in your 7 chakras. And right now I'm on the Millionaire Imprint for women with Kornelia, and that's the second Fridays of the month at 1 to 2 p.m. on Transformation Talk Radio.
Oh, I love the sound of that. Thank you, Samantha. We're going to take a short break. Then we've got Susan and Momo, and we'll probably skip the last break. We'll be right back.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
A word of caution. If you prefer the status quo and you are not interested in improving every aspect of your life, this book will trigger the shift out of you. The Truth is Funny, Shift Happens is available now. Author Colette Steffen brings the powerful knowledge and life-changing energy and empowerment from the radio airwaves to the pages of her new book. To get your copy in paperback or ebook, visit thetruthisfunny.com today.
What is holding you back from living the life you are meant to live? Why is it vital to believe in something bigger than yourself? Are you in physical or emotional pain? Tune in monthly to Vibrant Purposeful Living. Awaken the vibrant life within you with Lou Paradise and Dr. Pat on transformationtalkradio.com. Lou's passion is to help everyone experience positive solutions for life. Find out more about Lou with Vibrant Purposeful Living at louparadise.com.
Knowledge Book Radio with Marge Fatasic has a special gift for everyone out there. To receive 3 chapters of the Knowledge Book as a special gift, send your email to mmjp99@gmail.com. That's M as in Mary, JP99@gmail.com now to receive this fabulous, fabulous gift of the Knowledge Book.
Is traditional medicine not working for you? Do you still feel as if your health isn't 100%? Here at the Holistic Medical Center, Dr. Nushin Darvish and the qualified staff look through the dimensions of wellness and start a healing plan prioritized to your needs. Our physicians assess the whole you until complete health is achieved. Get the help you need by visiting drdarvish.com or call 425-451-0404.
Healing Beyond Symptom Management into True Wellness with Jessica Dooley on Purely You Radio. Tune in every third Wednesday at 1 p.m. Pacific as Jessica guides you to find and embrace your purest self. Not the self that is shown on social media, not the self that is created in your family's eyes, but your purest version of you. Purely You Radio supports true wellness, not just symptom management. For more information about working with Jessica Dooley, visit purelyyouhealing.com.
Ignite your inner magic on Grow Your Soul Radio with Jane Matanga. Tune in each month on Transformation Talk Radio as host Jane Matanga explores how to overcome your fears to help you gain the inspiration you need to awaken your path to joy. Learn the way to life mastery and the enlightened path with Grow Your Soul Radio. For more information on Jane Matanga and her work, visit enlightened-path.com.
Hey, everybody, welcome. This is a very special presentation of the Millionaire Imprint for Women, Kornelia Stephanie. She's going to be joining us in a minute. We just talked to Samantha Brown. Now we're going to be talking with Susan Glavin. And what we're going to be talking about with Susan is the following: Wealthy Women on Purpose. WWOP, Wealthy Women on Purpose. Susan, great to have you. Wow. Wealthy Women on Purpose. I love that. Welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Pat. Thank you for having us here. It's such a great conversation. It's such a rich conversation and such a timely conversation. I love that this is being, heard across the airwaves, because I think that the more women can collect and gather and, actually declare, command, and claim this abundant wealth in their life, whatever that might be, is going to be so potent and so powerful for all of us. And I mean our men too. Absolutely. I have to tell you a really fun story. So
please, I love stories.
Do you like stories? I do too. I'm a storyteller. So I know what it's like to be a multimillionaire, and it's super fun. But let me tell you a fun story that I've shared in workshops that I deliver. I was out shopping all day, come home to my beautiful home, 5,000 square foot home on the water. And I set the bags down, and at that time, that's why my tagline is Wealthy Women on Purpose, because I think one of the most important things is to have clarity. Okay, so what is success to you? What fulfills you? What do you want to experience? And what would you like to create? Because I think when we can get really clear about those questions, we will discover it's all about being in service. It's all about delivering our beautiful, full expression to this planet. That's really what we're here to do. So, and that's part of the work that I do with the Modern Day Mastery course, which I also do with Samantha Brown. One of the first things we do is take a look at our energy, our power source, which is this, yes? And where is it that we're leaking our beautiful, powerful energy? And I'll be pointing to that on the show that I do, which is the third Friday of the month. from 1 to 2, where we actually start getting self-mastery around and about our energy field. And where is it that we're leaking our precious, valuable energy? And especially when it comes to money, it's like money is a powerful energy, and so are we. So it's like bringing those two beautiful forces together and allowing what wants to be created, what wants to be experienced, what wants to be delivered. So that's
wow. I love that you shared that. You know, one of the things I want to talk with you about, Susan, is that we tell ourselves stories. So I want to talk about our words, and I want to talk about what that means for wealthy women on purpose. I was really struck by two things last night. Not only last night, but looking at the list of women nominated for Emmy Awards, right? That's number one. And number two, I was really struck by what they had to say about their roles. And so everyone from Regina King or Evan Rachel Wood or Thandie Newton, right? In Westworld, their conversations and their input to the roles they played was phenomenal. I mean, there are scenes in each of the roles they played, powerful, powerful women, but beyond the handsmaid, beyond all of that, powerful women, powerful statements. And I must say this, that are being allowed to improvise and share their voice in these mega television events, right? Because in the past, they wouldn't be able to be who they are in these roles. And I want to ask you about that, because your message too is about words and about actions. How important are they to create this millionaire imprint?
Oh, they are key, Dr. Pat. I would say I was woken up. I call it the angel hour. I get woken up a lot at 3:00 in the morning. I'm definitely have an amazing A team with me most of the time, all of the time, I'll say. And what I woke up to was, your words are your wand. Okay. And it's so important. You know, in the ancient mystery schools, they used to concentrate on one vowel, one letter, the vibration of each one. There would sometimes weeks, months, years on a sentence, a word. So for us, the great thing about that is they did that for us. So what we need to do now is be very conscious of what are the words we're speaking in the world, especially around money, which you pointed to before, you know, can't afford that, right? And that's like an automatic. We're very automatic in our speaking. So I think it's imperative that we just take some time and really, again, why those questions are so powerful. Clarity. Clarity is mastery. So it's getting really clear about that. Then you can match up the words with what it is you want to bring forth and experience in the world, right? And especially the stories that we continue to bring forward over and over and over again about our past and what didn't work and how bad it was, and which is like recreating it again in the present moment, bringing that energy with you wherever you go. And so in the work that I do that I love is when women, because I've been facilitating women's circles for 9 years now, I'm very honored and grateful to be doing that. And I realize the potency of when women gather. And today it's off the charts, Dr. Pat. I've never experienced anything quite extraordinary.
No, and I'm a bit older than you, and I know what it's like to go burn your bra down in Atlantic City.
Right.
That's a whole nother show, though. But you can feel the energy of this, and it is a respectfully powerful energy. And that's what I was saying about the Emmys. You know, when these women got up there, right, and thanks to Patricia Arquette, opened up the door, their power of their presence, what did you say? Off the charts. See, that's what we're creating here.
Yes, yes. And the more women that can listen to this, the more women that can get clarity on what they're here to bring to the world, it can happen so quickly for us all. And our men, too, are champions. You know, it's about us bringing them into the fold, too, and that we all do this together, right? But I just know that, you know, with the yogic science, women are 16 times more powerful than men.
Yeah. Well,
you know,
part
it's
of
just what it is.
Yeah, well, Susan, look, you know this, but part of this in my comment about the Emmys is most of those directors were men, and they did encourage it. I want to ask you about this. I want to talk about this idea of clarity, and then I want to make sure folks have your website. Clarity is so important, right?
Yes, because back when I had millions of dollars and shall again, I didn't have the clarity that I have today about what it is I really want to experience in my life. Mm-hmm. What do I want to create? What fulfills me? It's very interesting when you get down to it, when you really get into the heart of the matter and then into the gut of the matter, you realize it's not about the stuff, it's about the experiences you're going to have in the world and the people that you will touch in the world and the impact you can make. That's true fulfillment.
I'm excited for all of you and doing all of this. And Susan, I want to make sure that people know more about you, how to find out more about you, all of the above. And wow, what an outstanding presence you have, as well as the other women on this call. It's incredible.
Thank you. I'm so honored to be on this, to be part of this beautiful movement. It'll be done in so much compassion and joy and ferocity, I should say. But yes, you can reach me at www.susanglavin.com. And November 2nd and 3rd, Samantha and I will be leading the Modern Day Mastery course, which is off the charts. And there's many, I've got some YouTube videos there that will give you great insights on, about your words, about what complaining does. So I'm just honored to be here and so grateful for the impact we're making.
Thank you so much. And, this opens the door now for me to introduce everybody here to somebody that has a very similar story to me, Momo Yasutake. Momo Yasutake. Now, here's what I want to say about this. What happens when you're broke, you're down, and you're out? I was homeless. You guys have heard me talk about being homeless at 17. But what would somebody like that create? Here's what Momo's creating. Liberate your soul and become the wealthiest person you know inside and out. Why? Because when you've been broke, when you've been down and out, when you've been at that place of trauma and you rise up, ooh, that is an inside and outside job. Momo, it's great to have you.
Thank you for the intro, Dr. Pat. So like you said, definitely been in there in the trenches. I had no idea you had that story as well. So I'm feeling that right now. But my whole thing is to liberate your soul and become the wealthiest person you know inside and out. And I want to explain what that actually means because it sounds really cool, but what does it actually mean, right? So in my book, our soul, right, doesn't see what our human construct actually sees in the world. Our soul sees beyond the physical reality that we are created, that we are living in right now. So what that means is it doesn't see the limitations that we put on ourselves. It doesn't see the circumstances and the environment that we're stuck in, the reality that we're faced with every day. That's not what it sees. It sees way beyond that. So in order for us to be able to access that, we need to liberate it, right? We need to get rid of those limitations. We have to understand that our reality that we're physically seeing right now is actually just history and an illusion that is just one part of our human brain that can understand what's actually going on. So in order to actually change our reality, right, our physical reality into actual physical form, we have to exist beyond it. We have to see the way our soul sees the actual reality of what's actually going on. So in order to do that, we have to become and exist beyond our environment and beyond our circumstances. This is what I had to do to get out of that space because my environment, my world was showing me that I was broke. It was showing me that I was broken inside. It was showing me that I was physically ill and I could not support myself and could not even feed myself. That's what it was showing me. But so making this, giving you a little background about me, where I was and how I got to where I am. 8 years ago, I was diagnosed with a chronic illness, autoimmune disease called lupus. I say that with a smile because...
Wow, we are so like twins right now. Almost right in the twin category. Sorry to interrupt.
No, it's totally fine. So I was diagnosed with that. That was the reality that was given to me. And the doctor said, hey, we don't have a cure for you. We don't know what your prognosis is going to look like. And we don't even know how you got it. And I'm going, so what do you know? And they said, well, we've got some drugs that could keep it, in its place, and hopefully we can keep it down. And if those stop working, we give you stronger drugs. I'm like, wait, that's what you're telling me? That's going to be my life?
That's a best case scenario.
Exactly. And I was like 20 something at the time. And I'm like, I'm sorry. And thank God I was 20 something at the time, right? So I wasn't stuck in my ways. I was like, I'm sorry, but I'm just going to give you the middle finger right now and say, I'm saying no to that reality. I'm not accepting that. I just don't believe it. I don't want to. And so I'm not going to. And so from that point on, I had to learn internally how to become beyond my body, beyond my physical body.
Absolutely.
Beyond the pain, beyond my reality. I was telling me that I was physically not able to support myself in any ways whatsoever. And it was an inside job. So what that actually means and what I'm going to be talking about in the next 3 months is I'm going to break that down and what that actually looks like. We talk about inner work, how it's an inside job, but what does that actually look like and what even consists of that? No one really actually breaks it down and talks about that. So I'm going to break it down to 3 different steps. The first piece for me is awareness, understanding how the cosmos, law of attraction, energy works, understanding how we as humans physically work and how the combination of that work together. If we can understand that, then we can go to the next step, which is to rewire all our programmings, actually physically recreate neural pathways in our brain that is keeping us stuck in a biochemical addiction, keeping us stuck in our reality, right? Keeping ourselves in a certain loop of thinking, certain way of acting, certain way of behaving, which then physically creates our reality. Then the last step is to then, once we rewired and gotten rid of our limitations, come into a place of deliberately creating fun. When you can come from a place of power, right? Yeah. Internal power of going, oh, I get to choose. I get to create what I want. I can have whatever I want. That's kind of awesome. It's like go flipping through a magazine, and catalog, I want that. I want this. I'm going to get that. Well, maybe I'll have 2 of those. It's that.
I have 2 ping pong paddles.
Exactly.
Very expensive ones.
Exactly. With all the design that you want, right? You get to design.
Yeah. And, I say that tongue in cheek because to me, they're not very expensive. But everybody around me thinks they're very expensive. For me, I was told, Pat, if you want to be at the level you want to be, you have to invest in yourself in the level that you want to become.
Absolutely. And this is exactly what this is about, investing in yourself.
That's right.
In your well-being, making your well-being a priority enough for you to be able to change who you are internally, which then is going to change who you are out, like what you bring in externally. And this is the same where our focus is going to be. I go beyond just the money piece, but this is the huge piece is money, right? Because
it's huge.
Because a lot of people can feel, and that's the other piece too I want to add in is the wealth from inside out. What really is wealth, really, right? To me, wealth is being able to access and to create, allowing all the desires that you have to manifest physically in your world. To me, that's what wealth is. If you can have all the things that you desire in your world, you're wealthy. You're successfully wealthy. And that can be like relationships, that can be obviously money. It can be a community. It can be an organization or a business that you've created. But all these things included, and your health, right? And your physical health and well-being, all these things included is what makes you wealthy.
I love it. I want to ask you, before I run out of a little bit of time here, I want to make sure people get your website. And then I have another question to ask you.
Okay.
Momo, I know you're going to be doing this work with Kornelia. I love this. Each of you represent the experience of your growth around money, not just a conversation. How can people find out more about you?
So I am in the works of fixing my website right now. So it's under construction. So instead of going to my website, the fastest way to access me is through my Instagram. I'm very active there. You can see all my stories. You can literally see my life on the go.
That's right.
And my posts and things like that. So that would be, my name is Momo Juliet. My ID is Momo Juliet, MOMOJULIET with 1 T. You can find me there. You can directly message me there. Everything I do is on Instagram.
So look here, I know we only have a minute left and then I'll bring Kornelia back. Listen, when I went for that job interview after the homeless thing, and literally it was the weirdest opportunity to even be on an interview, right? 1 minute I'm in New York City in the Port Authority begging for money. And now I'm like in front of Doris Stoner for an interview. And I told her, I said, I'm homeless. You can't call me. You're not going to call my house, right? I'm homeless. I'm 17. I'm homeless. She says, wow. So you learned a few things. I'm not going to spend a lot of time with this. She said, so you learned how to ask for money. You learned how to be resourceful. You obviously learned how to take care of yourself because you're not dirty. And the other thing you learned is pure grit. What did you learn?
I learned that it's up to me. That's the biggest thing that I learned. It's up to me. I get to choose how I want to be. I get to choose what I want to make out of my life. It's up to me. Yeah.
She asked me another question. She said, did I leave anything out? And I just cried. And I think I'm getting ready to cry here.
Yeah, I feel it.
I said, yeah. I said, here's what I learned. I said, when all is said and done, I'm a human being, but I believe in a power outside of myself that also lives inside of me. And I said, my life is all about not forgetting that. And that's what I get from you and the other women on this call as well.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Instagram.
All right. Juliet, find me there.
Thank you so very much. And are you excited about the version you're going to do in the Millionaire Imprint, right?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's going to be a great, amazing experience. Just being in and tuning into what we're talking about, your whole life is going to start shifting. So get ready.
I love it. Momo, everybody. Kornelia is going to pop back in for a minute or so here. Whoa. Thank you so much. Kornelia, unbelievable. Whoa, what is this?
Can you hear me, Dr. Pat?
I got you. Yes.
For some reason, I can't bring my video back on, but you can hear me. So what I want to say to everybody, to all the women, is invest in yourself. Invest in yourself and go to my website, KorneliaStephanie.com. Click on Wealthy Roots for this next year for $396 and sign up for my offer that I'm offering you to change your trajectory. Because even somebody like Samantha that was, just had a little bit of doubt, just needed a little bit of realignment and completely shifted her life overnight. So asking for what it is that you want, asking for what it is that you deserve, asking for what it is that how you want to live your life is a choice. And we have to get good at asking. Come ask with me, ask and it is given, KorneliaStephanie.com, and keep us on your radar because we're assisting you in living abundance from the inside out.
I want to just thank right now you, Kornelia, for what you have done to bring the power of powerful voices of these women together. And I cannot say enough. Kornelia, Stephanie, Samantha Brown, Susan Glavin, and Momo Yasutake. So all of these women, stay tuned, folks. Make sure you fasten your seatbelt and get ready to ride the rocket of your unlimited abundance Millionaire Imprint. I'm Dr. Pat, everybody. I don't even want to say I'll see you next time, but I will see you next time. Thank you all.
You've been listening to the Kornelia Stephanie Show, Everything is Energy. Call 1-800-930-2819. Kornelia's mission is to engage others in practical ways and show how to live in the new earth in harmony with our true divine nature. For more information on Kornelia and her extraordinary work, or to listen to past shows, go to her website at KorneliaStephanie.com.
The preceding audio was via a Skype call.